All right, man. The Detroit Lions defeat the New York Jets. I was watching the road on the fight on the road. I went to this Christmas train up there in Owasso, Michigan, in a town called Ashley. So shout out to them up there. It was real nice. They have like a little strip where they celebrate Christmas stuff for the kids and take this train. I think from Owasso to about an hour and a half to Ashley. Get out there. They got they got a haunted house there, but I think that's just there mostly for the year. They had Christmas stuff, vendors out there, peanuts, elephant ears, homemade candy canes. They had everything. So um, we went to that, man. They got less on Sundays. They only do beer and wine. They got a special car. They got cars for kids. They got special cars for adults where they do liquor outside of Sunday, regulation laws and stuff like that. So I was kind of watching the game on the train. By the time we was headed back, I think they got trains that leave at 10 in the morning during the holiday seasons, and then they got a 5 o'clock train. I wouldn't really recommend the 5 because it's cold as hell outside. But shout out to them though. They had hella fun. So but yeah, I was watching the game on the train and then, on the road back. So I caught the majority of it. Um, I seen Khalif Raymond. I seen the highlights of him returning the punt. And just, today, they found a way to win. Jared Goff still answer a bunch of questions about going outdoors. Lucky it wasn't no precipitation. But yeah, I seen him miss the throw to Jameson Williams. He underthrew him. Had he put that ball, and it wasn't like he was getting rushed. I mean, he was stepping into the throw when he threw the ball. I don't know if he fully stepped, but it was, he moved off the mark and he kind of stepped into the throw and he underthrew him. You know, that could have changed the game. The kicker missed another kick once again. I know Matt Prater missed his share of kicks, being in Detroit, but he made a lot of big kicks. But I guess that's part of the growing pains. I think a lot of people want Jake Moody out of Michigan. The kicker, I think he might be a value kicker. You might see him go as high as the second round, especially the way these guys missing kicks. And I think the best rule change in sports of recent years was moving the extra point back to 30. That was one of the most genius moves they had. So, but yeah, he had to do Jameson Williams. That was a turning point. I just don't think he got enough. I don't think he had a hand size to go outside and make some of them throws, bro, when it matter. And I just think it's about the hand. I think he got enough arm. I just think when it get cold and you throwing the ball with them small hands, I think they become a factor. But he protected the ball today, and I think that's the number one thing. You go on the road, the number one thing you want to do is protect the ball. They got a big play from special teams. Deshaun Elliott got hurt today. James Houston had another sack today. Romeo Cora, he had 2 sacks today. So it looked like he kind of like wanted to form, as far as coming back from the Achilles. So, I mean, it was a good all-around, good overall game. Hutch had 5 tackles, 4 solo. So, Deshaun Elliott, I think he hurts. I forget what he hurt, but Jerry Jacobs, he got a turnover. So they took care of the ball, got a turnover, got something for special teams. You find ways to win. You finding ways to win. Greg Zerline missed the kick at the end. I was at home to watch that one. I just had slid in. Had to stop by and grab something on the way back to somewhere else. But yeah, it just shows you again that the Lions got some tightening up to do in the second, defensively overall. Zach Wilson, the struggle of the mobile quarterback continues to be a thorn in the Lions side. Him moving off the mark caused all type of problems. I don't think he played this well all season, especially without Breece Hall. He played against the Lions, and he go out there and in a way outplay Jared Goff minus the interception. They blew the coverage to CJ Uzama twice. They blew it on the I think it was like I don't know what it was. Was that a crossing route? You know what I'm saying? Was that just a crossing route or was that a corner route? I think that was a crossing route. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that was a deep crossing route or a post that just, you know, crossed the field. But was it, Lay was in zone, he outran the zone coverage, and shit happens. So I mean, at the end of the day, I think I just think it was, I don't know, he just outran his zone. That's kind of the bad side in zone, you know. But other than that, then it was on the when they stopped him on the goal line when he was short on a quarterback sneak. Then it was like a little play action, a little go to the flats. You committed to the run, forget about the pass. Good play call for them. Uzama got in there again. You know, so but I mean, they finding ways to win. We can't complain. The running game might not have, been clicking away. I think Jamal Williams kind of maybe need a game off. I think he's starting to slow down a little bit, not having that burst. Obviously, DeAndre Swift. I mean, I just have a problem with watching him, run the football. Right now, I think it might be more about the injuries, but he ain't running through. He not running tough. He getting took down by arm tackles. He not turning to get enough field. He not running with that authority that he ran with earlier this season. Obviously, he hurt, and he always hurt. You know, and today, the cold, make everything hurt a little bit more. But he just wasn't getting up the field, getting north. He just wasn't when he got north and south. He just not running with no authority. He just not a tough running back. It was a lot of times where he didn't do all he could to make a catch. He started to run. It was more about tiptoeing. It's more about going lateral. You ain't Barry Sanders. Get your ass up the field. When he got up the field, arm tackles and shoestring tackles, it's kind of hard to watch him run, bro. Right now I know he ain't 100%. But they finding a way, and I think they need a jolt of energy at the running back position. To be honest, I think that got to be high on the priority list. If getting a quarterback ain't high on the priority list next year, getting a running back in the draft got to be. That don't mean if it's high on the priority list, you got to you got to draft one in the first round. You just got to draft the right one. So they got to find a running back that can do everything, or at least complement Jamal Williams. And, you could kind of depend on him. But today, when a running game, they found a way to win. And that's a tough defense without Quentin Williams. And Jared Goff today, like I said before, this is just part of the maturation process. Is being a team that's finding a way to win, and it's part of being a team that can go on the road and find a way to win. You don't turn the football over. You don't get sacked. I mean, that's half the game right there for Jared Goff. You get help from special teams. You get a pick from Jerry Jacobs. Then they got stuff on the goal line, but you get all that going on you. I mean, he didn't really have to do much. I mean, great fourth down call by Ben Johnson once again to Brock Wright. One catch, 51. I mean, you don't expect Brock Wright, especially he just dropped the ball on that last drive. That could have been a 1st and 10 on the first down. The first time they touched the ball, he dropped the ball. You know what I'm saying? You don't expect him to go 51 yards. You know what I'm saying? And it was a great play. He just dropped the ball, got faith to come back to him. I don't know if the play was designed for him, but he ended up going 51 yards. You find a way to win. Can't complain about it. Goff put it on the money. Brock Wright said, "You know what? I'm not gonna let it happen again. You'd rather him drop their first ball on 1st and 10 than drop the ball on 4th and whatever it was." So, they played tough out there today. But the next step in that maturation process for them is, either finding a quarterback that got a big arm and big hands who can make them throws in the cold. And Zach Wilson made some throws out there. He made some bad decisions. He got sacked a few times. The offensive line is a whip, work in progress. But You seen him. He was able to grip the ball and spin the ball, and Jared Goff, not so much. And he had a better offensive line. So either they're gonna have to continue to you know, you know, but yeah, they have to find a way to either come out there, run the ball, continue to use those. That's one thing about them speedy guys. When it's cold, a lot of times you put them out there in the cold, in the frozen tundra, if they ain't as fast no more. But Jamison Williams still to prove to be fast, and that's a gift when you got a guy that's speedy and can do everything underneath, run the routes, get deep, and still effective in the cold. I think that's a blessing. You look at St. Brown, tough in between the numbers, tough outside the numbers, tough in the middle of the field. You know what I'm saying? Tough. So tough. So that's kind of pretty much what you're looking for. Toughness. And but they got to continue to grow in the toughness department. And if that's going to find a running back or find more guys like Jamison and St. Brown, especially in the backfield, somebody that's going to be real tough, then cool. But they find ways to win football games, and we can't complain. That's all you want to do. Them games, they usually find a way to lose. So they learning to win. They learn to make the plays. New guys are starting to make the plays. And, it ain't too much to do. You protect the ball on the road. You get yourself, and you get, win. You get touchdowns from, different phases of the football game. Ain't nothing more you can ask for. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing more you can ask for, literally. It's nothing more that you can ask for. Nothing. That's all you want to do is an opportunity. All you want to do is an opportunity to win. That's it. That's all you want. And the best way to give you an opportunity to win the football game is take care of the football. That's it. That's it. That's it. So that's what I liked about it. They gave themselves an opportunity to win the football game by not turning over the ball. So, but continue on. The kicker thing. I think a lot of people talking about. I think that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be very interesting. The kicker situation. Very interesting. I say that because we need a kicker. We need a kicker. And Bagley, can he still? I still will give him an opportunity to grow into that. I would. I still give him opportunity to grow into that. So I don't want to tell him we writing him off right now or whatever. But next year he'd be in here competing. That's what I say. Next year he'd be in here competing. Straight up and down. He'd be in here competing next year. So but for the most part, that's it, man. I ain't got much to say. I'm moving on to Carolina. They lost to Pittsburgh today. So I still a dangerous team. Go outdoors again. It ain't as cold as it is out there in New York, but they still a formidable football team. Still got a really good defense, and Darnold not playing too bad. So that's kind of what I could say. So but yeah, Darnold ain't playing too bad. So taking care of the football for the most part, and it's another tough challenge. 3 of the last 4 on the road. Think about that for a minute. 3 of the last 4 on the road. So, then you end off, you're going against Green Bay. So, appreciate y'all. Check out the Trailer Side playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button, is the like comment button, hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Peace.